Hey guys, it's Caleb, welcome back. So today it's going to be a bit of a different video. Today we're going to be talking about animals, and I'm going to be introducing you to all the animals that we've got here on the farm. I've had a few requests from some of you guys saying that you wanted to see that, so I've finally made this video for you. And I wanted to start by introducing you to my beautiful cat Snowy. This is her here. She loves sitting on shoulders, but not so much now. It's a little bit windy, so she's gone a bit mad. I might go see if I can get her back. What are you doing, Snowy? Do you want to come back? Yeah? You crazy girl. Come on then. Come on. Good girl. Good girl, Snare. Fail, she's just disappeared under the house, but I'll include some snippets of her at the end of the video if you want to see more of her. But otherwise, let's get into the video and start introducing you to some of the animals. Alright, let's go. Alright guys, as you can see, it's night time here at the moment, and I'm just bringing you along at night because we're here at my mum's place and we're going to be grabbing our chickens and putting them in a box and taking them out to my place and putting them in the new chicken pen. So I thought, why not bring you guys along and you guys can see them as we catch them up and take them home to their new little house. Alright, here we are, gonna catch the first few. That was Faye, I think. Nice. This is Flame. Hey Flame. Yeah, so it's actually a lot less stressful doing it at night time.
Is this one?
Yep, that's one of them. Obviously they're just kind of asleep and they don't really know what's going on. You don't have to sort of chase them around to catch them. And they'll just kind of go back to sleep as soon as you're in the box, or, you know, they'll just relax and they won't be all crazy. That one was a bit rough.
Sorry, you're okay.
Last one, that was easy. There you go, chickens. Good to go. Alright, so we've basically just put them straight on their perch so that they can just go to sleep. So I'll get these lights off them and we'll see you in the morning, chickens. Hey chickens. So I'm just feeding them these regular like chicken pellets at the moment, but we're also going to be feeding them like kitchen scraps, things like fruit and veggies, which will be real good for them. We've also just put some hay down, as you can see, and that's just to kind of give them something to scratch around in and forage in amongst, because they are going to be locked in this pen for about a week before we let them out and kind of explore our property. But for now they're just going to be in here learning like where their food is and where to lay their eggs and where to go at night to perch and things like that. So that'll be, you know, a bit of an adjustment period, and then we can let them out to do their own thing. Alright guys, so while we're at it, I thought I'd bring you along and show you the fish tank. I'll bring you in closer shortly, but basically this is at my parents' house at the moment. It is my tank though. I thought I'd bring you along and show you what we're going to do to actually move it to our new house. We basically have to take everything out of this tank, including at least half of the water, and take it with us. That's so that fish can adjust more easily by having half of the original water already in there. We'll get into it anyway, start moving it and go from there. Taken half of the water out. Now we're going to take all the logs, rocks and plants out and start catching the fish. So we're going to be putting the fish into these Tupperware containers here, and we've got some water just straight from the tank, and I'm just going to be putting a few plants in each of the containers as well, just so that when the fish go in there they've got somewhere to hide and they feel a little bit safer. Alright guys, so we've managed to get all of the fish out except for one, which is the same problem we had last time. We've got a horseface loach. They like to bury themselves in the rocks, and that's exactly what he's done because he's obviously a bit freaked out. So what we're going to have to do is handful by handful remove the rocks and look for him. Okay, so we've just let the tank settle a little bit and the horseface loach has emerged. It's him just sitting there, but I know that as soon as we go for him he's going to bury himself. Okay, so we didn't manage to find him by taking all the rocks out, so we're just siphoning this last bit of water out. Looking at the sky and the light here and you're wondering why it looks so weird, I think it's actually the Australian bushfires. The sky here is just sort of really yellowy red and it's quite stormy and quite a strange feel to the air. Yeah, I think it is from the Australian bushfires, so hopefully everyone over there is keeping safe. It's really, really terrible what's happening over there. I was videoing today to show you my sheep. So we've got 10 sheep here. You can sort of see them in the background. We actually only had 8 as of 2 days ago, so we've just had twins born, which is a completely random time of year, but we didn't breed this particular mother because she had some issues last year, but she did end up in with a ram for a bit of a period of time and managed to fall pregnant. Luckily had no issues this time, which is great, and she's had 2 little ewe lambs. So this is the mum here and her 2 new little lambs. The mum's name's Mirik, and that's short for miracle, and we just called her that because, as I said, last year she had some big issues with her pregnancy and actually got to the point where she just about died, and managed to bring her back and got her good again, so kind of a good story in the end. These are our 2 little lambs close up and they're having a sleep, so I'm just sneaking up on them now, so I'll try not to wake them. Oh hello, he's woken up and pretty chilled actually to have me right next to him. We have caught them up just once to put some iodine on their belly buttons. She's probably off now to have some food from mum after having a good sleep in the grass. So this awesome little dude here is named Truffle, and he's only about 6 months old, and he was actually our first lamb born on this place. but he's got pretty impressive horns for a young little guy. This is Truffle's mum Tracy. So the two at the front there are Brenda and her daughter Rain, and again you may remember seeing a photo of Rain on my Facebook page when she was first born after a massive rainstorm. But these four sheep are Arapawas, and they're just not very tame compared to the white sheep that we have. They're just generally a more wild sheep and don't really like a lot to do with humans. So we've also got Robert, who's our breeding ram. He's not actually very old, but he is the dad of the two new little lambs. When we first got him, he was just a teenage boy, but he's grown up fast and he's really started to put on some weight now. So yeah, he's going to be a good ram for breeding the rest of our ewes this year. So we've also got Lily over here, and she's got a twin brother called Alfie, and both of them were actually hand raised by us, so they are quite tame and they do feed near us, which is pretty cool, and it is helping the other ones to get a bit more confident as well, because they see that Lily and Alfie come up to us, so the other ones are getting a lot better as well. Hey buddy. Crazy nutters. Alright guys, so I've got one more thing to show you, but we're going to have to go through this maze to get to them, so come with me. Alright guys, we're almost there. Hopefully we don't scare them off. Found a clue, we must be getting close. Alright, so here they are. It's a group of turkeys and we've actually been watching them from our house with binoculars. And it looks like there's 11 young ones, which is the same amount that we've been seeing lately. But there looks like to be only 2 adults looking after them at the moment. We do often see quite a few more adults in the group, but they must be somewhere else at the moment. They must split up into smaller groups. It looks like they've seen us, they're heading off. So the rest of the turkeys have all flown away, but I've just seen this one sitting here. Is she okay? So we just spotted this turkey. It's been sitting on its own and it wasn't looking that good, and it was sort of stumbling around the place and not really able to get away that well from us. So Caroline's going now to see if she can catch it. So we're just checking it over to see if there's anything obvious that's wrong with it.
Can't see anything, but it was holding it down. And it's got poos all around it, so it's not healthy. Let's take it back and clean it up.
Okay, so we're heading back now. We're going to give this turkey some food and water and see if we can nurse it back to health. So fingers crossed it's going to be okay, but we'll do our best and see what happens. Alright guys, so we've had the turkey in the chicken pen for a couple of days now, and we've just been trying to get her a bit more confident and get her eating, and she is actually eating and drinking well. Initially she would kind of not feed when we were watching her, but we've just kind of been watching her from a distance and just kind of sitting there calmly, and actually she is starting to get some more confidence, and we've now been able to actually feed her and she'll eat in front of us, which is great progress considering it's only been 2 days and she's been a fully wild turkey. So we'll go check her out now and you can see how she's looking. My girlfriend's named her Sylvia Cranberry, which is an interesting name. Hello. So she's getting on really well with the chickens as well. They don't really pay each other too much attention, they kind of just hang out mutually in the same area. She does seem to be walking a lot better as well today. She was actually quite sick. The area that she was initially in when we first spotted her, we went back to it once we caught her, and there was actually a lot of poo on the ground, indicating like that she had been there for probably a few days, if not longer. So I think if we had left her, it wouldn't have been a good thing for her, because she probably wasn't able to find food or get food for herself because of her being quite sick. It's actually just some frozen veggies, but they're still a bit too frozen. So she might have to wait a few minutes for them to thaw out. Sorry, Gil. Alright guys, that pretty much does it for today's video. Thank you so much to those of you who requested it. I had so much fun making the video with all the animals, and so cool that because of the video we actually found Sylvia Cranberry. I wasn't actually going to go down there unless we were filming, so that was really cool and a good outcome. And I'll update you guys in the future if you want to hear about how she's doing, if she disappears or if she sticks around and lives with the chickens. Let me know if you want to see that, and we can do some updates in the future about how she's getting on. If you liked the video, make sure you let me know by giving it a thumbs up down below, and if you haven't already, make sure you subscribe as well while you're down there. And if you have any questions, let me know in the comments. I'll do my best to answer those. I look forward to seeing you all in the next video. Let's roll to the footage of Snowy that I promised at the start. Alright, bye guys.